who else we got on already? Anita, Karen. Hi, Karen. Hi, Anita, Donna, Beth, and Mary. And Janice. So we got a few ladies on today. Well, we're going to use that little bracelet bar that we made that we bent yesterday and put the little bits of green on. I did seal it with some Krylon after we closed up for the day. For some reason, I am not finding my copper crimps, which is sort of ticking me off, but that's the way it goes. So we'll probably just use black instead. The gunmetal. It's good enough. So when I was looking for some green beads to use, I found this package of bargain bead box. Hi, Cynthia and Leslie, that I haven't. Hey, Sid. Linda, that I haven't been, that I hadn't got into my box, which surprises me. I'm not even sure which one this is. It's obviously one I've been using because I've got odds and ends things in here. It says it was Woodland Whimsy. Okay. But there's all kinds of wonderful green beads in here, as well as some red and some cream colored ones. So it looks like the findings and stuff in here are gold, which we're not going to use, so no problem there. Hey, PK. Hey, Becky. So I think these little birds are cute. These are going to make a cute little bracelet. Now we could make this into a 2-strand bracelet if we wanted to, or even a 3-strand. I think I actually even have some if I can find where I stuffed those. I think they're right over here, though. They're bronze, but I thought I had some copper ones too. But I have some of these guys, the little two-strand slider bars. Like I said, they're bronze, but they're not that far off as far as color is concerned. So, did she? That's good. I'm glad to hear that, PK. So if she managed to do that yesterday on the members live, I imagine, hopefully, she'll be back next week. Everybody. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Helen. Hi, Priscilla. Garden dwellers. I like it. I guess if you're in my garden, then you are garden dwellers, aren't you? So I'm thinking we'll make this a little 2-strand bracelet, though like I said, this is a bronze connector, and boy, it's stiff. Loosen it up some by using it a few times here. I thought these were copper, but they're bronze. But maybe I do have some copper ones somewhere. I'm not sure, but we'll just worry about the bronze one for right now and use it. Since I'm probably going to put them on with jump rings, it's not really that big of a deal, because if I can change it if I get to that point. Okay, so I'm glad she's doing better. I thought so too when I talked to her the other day, because I did talk to her. But I haven't spoken with Jefferson, so I don't know how he's doing, of course. So, but I did send off their package yesterday. Was planning on doing it Tuesday, but well, we all know how Tuesday went. Hi, Cynthia. So, so let's turn down and we'll get started on our bracelet here. So, hey, Angel. Hey, Renee. So let's turn down. We'll decide on some beads for this pretty little bracelet. What I think is going to be a pretty little bracelet, and we're going to make this into a 2-strander. I think. So I think it will be cute. So let's get to turn down and get to work on it. So we're going to turn down now. So, like I said, I couldn't find my copper spacers or crimps, so we're going to just use black. And I think what I'm going to do for this is I'm just going to double my wire here, just fold it over and then crimp it, one crimp, and then we'll bead, and then we'll do our like I said, it's really the colors are a little different, but they're not a whole heck of a lot different. So I'm not going to worry about using this double piece here. So this has in it, I don't think we'll use these reds. Oh, I forgot I never did use this pendant. Obviously I wasn't into this kit very much. So
I know you're live, but keep your fingers crossed they can get my extended warranty. It's $1,900.
okay. So we have these greens and we have these little creams. This is autumn jasper, but I think this goes well. We have the nuggets too. So we'll decide on these, what we're going to use from out of here. And we've got the coins, we've got the Unikite, some autumn jasper. I think we can have something pretty here. Hey, Marianne. That's a scary happening, Anita. Well, I hope the guards make it. That's, wow. So anyway, this is some peridot Softlex. I'm going to cut. I'm wondering if it would be better to use copper as opposed to peridot. No, I think we'll go with the peridot. I was thinking copper because we're going to go through the ends here, of course, like so, and down and back off here, but it's close enough to the little leaves. I don't think it'll be a problem. So I'm going to cut about, well, we're going to double it, so we need about, I'm going to say about 10 inches for each side, maybe. Probably don't need that much, but better to have too much than not enough, right? Of course, I can always do the thing that if it ends up being too short, I can always add some chain to the ends. Not like I haven't done that before. So, and I've got a whole bunch of different kinds of copper spacers here, so that we do have copper spacers as well. Let's get a couple of these out and we'll get our wire attached here. That's all we're going to worry about right this second. Come on, baby. Okay, so take our magical crimpers, put the crimp right in the divot, and squish, turn. Now I know I turned off the notification, so I don't know why that buzzed. So there's that side on. Hey, Cindy. You're still sick? Oh, dear. Hey, Karen, thank you for subscribing. For joining the members. I appreciate that. So now we get the other side on, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do as far as beading is concerned. Now, because we are going to do two lines, and we've got the lines right beside each other here, because we're using the same piece of beading wire and just one crimp as opposed to two, we're going to want to use some little beads right here at this edge. But since this is Softlex, it's not like if we leave some line showing, it's a bad thing. So get this one crimped up as well. Crimp that. Oh, I did that a lot looser than the other side. Let's see if I can get it to squish down some before I tighten it anymore. I think it'll be all right. That's not that much different. There we go. So we got our lines on here. Wow, this piece of Softlex is damaged. I don't like that. Not like that at all. So we're going to take that back off. And I'm just going to put these two pieces aside. I don't know why that was damaged, but I could feel it on my finger when I rubbed it over it. This side feels like it is too. I wonder if there's my Softlex something's wrong with it. Strange. Weird. Well, I could. That's funny because it feels fine here, but it's almost like it's not happy about having been turned. I get my crimps from Softlex or from Beetle. Generally from, I get them in my kits from Softlex, so I'll keep them all together. But I also get them from Beetle. Morning, Gloria. No, I just put the crimp there because that was the easiest place to put it, but there's something weird going on here. I keep feeling a really rough spot right here, and it's in my Softlex, weirdly enough. So I'm gonna that coating is usually really, really good, but something's going on. How long are these wires? Now that I've cut them, 4.5 inches. This one's closer to 5. Well, maybe we'll do them as 2s and see if they get crinkly again. That was really strange. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. But the coating was coming off of the wire, and I've never had that happen before, so it was really strange. Oh, only 4. We're going to do 2 and 2. See how it works with 2 and 2 instead of with 4, with doubling it. But I'm a little concerned about my Softlex here. Come on, go through there. Huh. It's cracking again. That's really weird. Okay, you're cracking, you're not getting used. So I will have to tell Thomas that the wire is cracking for some weird reason. So we'll use butterscotch. And hopefully it's not going to crack either, because that was I've never had a crack like that before, but it was cracking on that. So let's get a big length again out, and I'll do the same as I was doing. We'll see if this does a crack too, because if it does, it's something bizarre. I've never felt my coating crack off like that before, and I don't understand what's going on with it. This one feels fine so far. Okay. Yeah, no cracky feeling on this one. Weird. Very weird. Guess it wanted to have the brown on it after all. Though this is butterscotch, not copper. I do have copper. But yep, this one feels fine. No problem. You guys go back over here so I don't lose you. So now we got our wires on. Okay, sit right. Can you purchase the bracelet? Sure, though I'll have to figure out I'll have to figure out how much it costs, of course, when I finish it. This one's still got a little bit of a rough corner here on this crimp. There we go. Oh, he is cute, isn't he? And I bent him yesterday, Angel. If you weren't here, he came out of an Auntie's beads grab bag, and and he was straight. So I bent him a bit and added the little green to our leaves. I was debating painting our little birds, but then I decided they were light enough that they looked cool. So now what we need to do is, I'm thinking we'll start with these little bicones so they can sit side by side with each other here. Like, here, I'll show you what I mean. bicones, because of their shape, because, you know, they're triangular like this, they will sit beside each other and bump each other out. So I'll show you what I mean. So when you push them up beside each other like this, see how they push the wires outwards? They sit, but they push the wires out just like this. And that's fine, because that's, since we're doing a two strand, that's what we want them to do actually. But you do have to keep them pushed up because they'll try and move back out. Eight and a half inches, Angel? Okay. Well, like I said, if it doesn't make it to that length, we will, what I do with my, there it is. Oh, this is one that goes, you have to be at that length. We'll just change it. That's all there is to it. It will, I will use a connector where we can put a little chain on it if we need to, a little extender chain, if we get to that point that we have to. And that's exactly what we will do. I will put it on my Etsy shop as a custom order for you. So we're going to, now that we've got those in place, we're probably going to use some of these guys here since we're still moving outwards, so to speak. Oh, I didn't put a spacer in. I always put spacers in. I have to have words with myself here. We'll start with the little daisies. And since I not only like spacers, I like multiple spacers, we'll do the daisy and then around maybe. Let's see how this looks. Then we'll put this one back on. Okay, that works for me. Then we also have the nuggets, but we also have these really pretty coins and some unakite. I thought this unakite would be perfect because it's got both the browns and the reds in it, the reddish coppery colors. I love unakite. It's funny because it's one of those ones when it first started showing up I didn't really care for, but I like it a lot more as I've gotten a little older. So we will. Now if I wanted to do a double here and put the unakite in, I can do one of these bigger spacers. And put a unakite in here. The birds were in a Auntie's Beads grab bag. So Oh, I want a little ball spacer here. I was thinking maybe I didn't, but we'll see how it looks here. Yeah, we do. No, Levy. Come back here. Okay. Where's my bead stuffers? Come here, you. Hey, Cindy. 3 degrees. Well, it was minus like 6 when I woke up this morning. Now, because I'm going to push these so that they stay together pretty well here. Bing, go up there. This should branch out a little bit like so and keep it from banging as much together. I mean, they still will, but not as much. Speckled beads. Now it says these are autumn jasper, but I swear it looks just like unakite to me, especially with these reds and stuff in it. But I'll take their word for it. Now I could make these two strands different if I wanted to, but I don't know that I'm going to. Well, obviously I'm not because I haven't so far. Corey's snoring. I can hear him on the couch on the other side of me here. I woke up this morning and little Lily was sound asleep in my bathroom sink. Of all the weirdo places to sleep. I told her she had to move herself. I was going to have to wash my hands. Oh, yeah, there's nothing quite so much fun as when it rains on top of snow and makes it into a slushy mess. I swear I'd rather have the dry snow we get here than when it gets slushy, because the slushy pulls your car around. It's like glue almost. So come on. Come on. I'm going to have to cut my fingernails. The beads are trying to go under them again. I hate that when that happens. So what we're going to do then is we're going to push this till it goes up under there. And when it comes back over here, we're going to do the same. And I don't usually try and make bracelets and stuff really tight, but in this case, we want them to stay relatively tight because we want these to go side by side like this and push them out so they make a little bit of a bow outward. So I'm going to just hook these together here. Instead of putting them as two, we're going to do them as one again. And then when we, come on you. So see how they'll push out like this when I tighten these up like this? But because I do want to do this, and I don't want to, and I'm going to have to be careful when I crimp it because I do not want to break my crystals here. I have to be careful when I crimp it, and I'm just going to crimp it like this right now, and then we'll do the connector loop with a second crimp, and probably put another little bead in between. But because I want that bow out like that, then I'm going to do it like this. So we got to get in there to our crimp, push it up, and crimp. And then we're going to turn and crimp, of course, again until we've got our little ball here. Come on, get in there right. Now, until I finish the other side up, we're going to just leave this like this because we do need to, but this is going to be like so. Pull around here, go to here. Now, because we're making it for Angel and her wrist is 8.5 inches, we're probably, and mine's 7.5 or 7.25, we're probably going to need some extender chain in there because see, it would be about right for me. So we're going to get the other side done, and then we'll pull these into a loop by putting another bead in here and crimping it around with a second crimp. Now, normally when we do it, when I do 2 crimps, I do them at the same time. This time I'm not going to, because we're going to, like I said, we wanted to have that pulled tight like that. And when you're doing a double crimp, it's hard to do that. So we're going to switch over to this other side now. We'll do it exactly the same, and then we will finish her up. So let's start with our little crystal here. Whoa. Got a teeny bit of butterfingers this morning. Not bad, but you know. So now we missed the round spacer. We want the round spacer here. Oh, this unikite's damaged. See the top of it here? It's creamed off the edge here. Now this would be all right if you were going to use a bead cap around it, but since we're not using a bead cap, we don't want to use this one. We'll put it aside. And this one's the same way. This one's not. So we're here. So we want this one again. Then the round. Looks like I need to get out some more of these little guys here. Oh, there's one here. Well, I still will need to get some more, but I realized I had a ton of, I have, like, I always love spacers, so I buy a lot of them. Well, I had bought some of these. I keep them in these test tubes like this, and I have a rack for them as well. And I was doing them up the other day, and I have, each rack has, I think it's 24 spots in it. I've got 3 racks of silver, 3 racks of gold, 2 of copper, and 1 of bronze. Well, the bronze one isn't entirely full, but you know. And I'm like, ooh, I have a lot more spacers than I thought, especially since the silver one still has I still need more because I still have more spacers. So let's see, we're missing a ball spacer. No. I didn't put the ball spacer down here on this side, so we're not missing one. We're just, because we're looking just like this. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, push down there. There we go. Yeah, you're not going to stay there till I get to that point, are you? I think we want this one. It's more red. Stay put. Okay, those two are the damaged ones, so we don't want to use those. We only need one more, though. Let's go with you. Sounds like Rory's going to talk to us for a little while. Okay. So now we have to tighten this side up, and so it will go just like that too. Okay, what all did we miss? 8 1/4. Well, we'll put an extender chain on it, Angel, so you can, get it, so we have it right for you. The beige is glass. It actually says it's opaque peach shimmer crystal faceted rondelle beads, 6x4s. Okay, you need to go down here so that when we bring you guys together here, we got that little bump out. So now I know I had another crimp. There it is. Let's put the crimp on. want to push it down tight. Like I say, not a normal thing with a bracelet that you want to push it down really tight. But with this style that I'm making, you do, because you want that bump out, and you won't get it if you don't pull it tight. There we go. There we go. Get our crimpers over our crimp, push them up, swoosh. Turn and do it again, get it into the divot. Come on, go into the divot. There we go. Okay. Now we have this much done. Ta-da! So when you put it on, it'll go with your birdies on your wrist, and then you'll bring your two pieces together. Oh, now see, now this would be too big for me. It's actually gonna be, might be just perfect for you, Angel. So because it just was that big for me, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take and get a couple more crimps out. We're gonna put another crimp right here at the end, making our loop for our hardware to go on. So where did I flip the crimps? There they are. Now at this point, if you want to do it like a double crimp, you could put another bead through here. I'm not sure this would take 3 wires though, because this one has to come back through. At least one of them does. Oh, it does. So let's first see approximately how big it's going to be by just pulling it around. We want it to be 8 1/4. And we've got, come on, right there. We don't have a lot of space because once we put the hardware on, it's going to make it smaller. It's going to be bigger. So we're not going to put on a second bead. We're just going to put on our crimp. So, though I like another bead because that way it's got a bead to go with our extra wire to go into. But because this will only take one of these back through. It might take 2, but it's generally a forcing it to do 4. It usually will only take 3. Yep, it only wants 3. So we'll pull this through. Come on. Bring this down. Pull it through till we just have a loop here. Not a huge loop, we just need it to be big enough for our jump ring to sit there. So then we'll crimp this baby up. And then we'll take and cut our extra wires off. So you want to slide your cutters right up flush to your crimp and then snap it off. Same with this extra top one. Being careful not to cut your loop off. So there is the loops on this side. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side over here. Come on, you. What is it, Rory? Down, pull our loop up. I'm going to take hold of this crimp bead and then I'm going to pull our tube and then I'm going to pull this down a little more because it's up there higher than I want it to be. Swoosh it. Now we'll cut our wires off. This one still ended up being a little higher than I would have liked it to be, but it's not bad. There's our little bracelet. Now I just have to put the hardware on and oh, there's something wrong with that spacer. It's weird. It's going in the trash can. So I need to find my copper hardware here. I just saw it earlier. That's bronze. Still bronze. There we go. Well, anyway, there's just the big one for one side. Hope I didn't end up making it too big, Angel. Okay, am I going to have to knock all you guys down to find the copper smaller ones? There they are. Ooh, she's ½ inch too big. So, what do we want to do to make this smaller? Okay, because we do need to make it smaller. Angel's wrist is 8 1/4, and this is almost 8 3/4. That's what it was, right? Yeah, it's way big. So, we need to lose about 1/2 inch, which is our clasp here. Trying to think of what I got that we could make it smaller. Too small is never a problem, too big is. Because too small, you can just add some extender chain. Thinking of doing something I don't normally ever do. That is go through right here with my, go up there between. There we go. See if it'll sit here all right. The beads are going to hold it in place here. If this will work, I then probably will just cut the second, cut it off right here so that it will be a bit smaller. So go in here between these guys. Come on. Come on, let me get hold of it. There we go. Now let's see how big it is with that like that. Just right, 8 1/4. So we can just cut these off right here if we want to do this way. Okay, Angel, will it work for you like this? Because if so, I'll just cut these off right here where I've got the jump rings in. And if you think it might be just a teeny too small, so it, because it'd be snug at 8 1/2, I can put a bigger jump ring on this side over here where it's going in, and that would make it a little bit tighter. What do you think, Angel? Will it work for you like that? Like I said, I can put the bigger jump ring over on this side to give it just a little bit more room here to move around some. It's up to you. So I would just be cutting it right here. And this jump ring is going to stay relatively in place because the crystals are going to hold it there because it's in the V of them. And the same over here would be cut it right here at the first, and then we'll sit right here like so. And actually, I think that might work pretty good. So I'm just going to do that. Hopefully you don't object to that, because here goes. It's gone. And there's our loop. Do the same over here on this side to this one. And now this one will sit right here like so. Goes over, comes over to here. And goes on just like so. And she's at, as you can see, the lines right there, exactly at the 8 1/4 mark. Ta-da! So there we go, Angel. All finished. I will price it out and put it in my Etsy shop as a custom order for you. All pretty. It did turn. I like the way it turned out. I think it turned out nicely. And even though we did have to compromise a little bit and jury rig the ending here, I think I like it better, even though it isn't how I would normally have done it because of the signature of the bracelet is a little the finding is not so big since it's right here in the curve here. And dang it, would you close properly? Sorry, this jump ring is up a little bit. I'm trying to get it to go the way I want it to. There we go. So there we are, all finished. Let's turn up. Come on, turn. There we go. Thanks, lady. I'm glad you like it. So there we go, all finished. I'd put it on, but let's face it, it'll slide off my arm probably. Well, maybe not. It's wanting to not go over my thumb. So, but that's what she looks like. There she is, all finished. We'll get that priced in on my Etsy shop for you, Angel. And truthfully, I'm not sure how much it's going to cost. So, but we'll get it up there for you, and then I'll send you a message letting you know it is there. So I think it turned out pretty cool. I like it. I think it's pretty. And I'm glad you guys all like it too. So now, members, I will be on at 1 o'clock for you guys. Well, my time. So that'll be 1 o'clock my time, which is Mountain Standard Time. So that's 3 for the East Coast, 2 for the Central, and noon for you West Coasters. So I think this turned out really cool. I think we'll probably make a pair of earrings with the other stuff that we were looking at yesterday in our morning live for our members live. So I think that'll be nice and fun. I hope you guys think so too. And so yes. So yeah, I like the way it turned out, and I'm glad that you guys do too. Like I said, normally I don't tighten a bracelet up that as tight as I have done this one, but we wanted that bump out so that they were not banging into each other as far as the strands were concerned. So anyway, we'll see I'll see the members at 1 o'clock my time, and if you're not a member, if you do want to become a member, the link is in the description for this video, and it costs $4.99 a month. You get a few perks. I've done a couple. I did one members only video. We had the members only live, and we do a and if I'm doing recorded videos, you guys get them early. I haven't been doing a lot of recorded videos this week because, well, I've been doing the lives here for Randy, Randy Brown of Thunder Horse Descendant. This is her morning coffee talk time that I've been filling in, and we'll be back tomorrow, but with a little luck and a few prayers and some hope, Randy will be back next week. She hasn't told me any different yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed and my prayers in order to hopefully have that happen. Oh, sorry guys, that was dang tripod. Hey Bridget, bye everyone, we'll see you later. Like I said, members this afternoon, and regular folks on tomorrow morning. Have a lovely day. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.